So I want to ask you guys a question. Can you drop what you're doing and take off and leave your business? Are you going to continue to bring in money into your real estate business? Or if you leave, does the money stop coming in? So I'm able to just jump in a plane and go on vacation. I'm able to go do some crazy adventures. We're actually planning to live in Florida for a couple months to get away from the cold and to go on an adventure and document something to help my students. And, I actually got a question from my brother, like, how is it that you can leave and still make money? And I said, well, I have such an amazing team. I have such amazing people that run a lot of the day-to-day operations for me, so I have that freedom. And he asked me something interesting, something that I hadn't really thought about. He said, well, why would they work for you? If they're so capable of running the business, why don't they go out and do it on their own? I also just had a student ask me, do you sign non-competes or contracts that don't allow them to go work on their own doing what you're doing and competing in your industry? And I don't do any of that. I think that's silly. One thing that I have learned is that if I can't provide so much value to them, to their situation, to their families, they're not going to want to work for me, and I think it would be unreasonable for me to expect that from them. So what I wanted to do in this video is I wanted to take you, I have not even told them we're doing this, okay? This is completely non-scripted. We're going to go walk through my super redneck office, and we are going to talk to some of the people that work for me. Not everyone's in here today. Some of my favorite people aren't here, but there's a handful of us that are. I'm going to go through them and ask them what are their favorite things. Maybe you guys can get some gold nuggets, maybe some things you can implement into your team so you can be hands off. So let's go and walk through the office. Let's go say hi. Come on.
Okay, my eyes are closed, and
so this is. Do you want to introduce yourself? This is, introduce yourself. What do you do for me? How long you been working for me?
okay, my name is Jace Hinton.
Okay.
I door knock a lot, trying to find people who are wanting to sell their property. I do a lot of cold calling as well. I've been working here for about 2 months, 2.5 months.
2 months?
2 months, 2.5 months, somewhere around that.
So what made you want to work for me?
Well, I didn't really have a job, first off, and I didn't know what I wanted to do as a career. But when I ended up finding this job and being able to interview with Zach and talking about him, it seems like a lot of success, a lot of mental things that can help me in my life, a lot of learning within it. The business is great. So that's kind of why I wanted to join, and so I've been doing that so far.
When do you plan on quitting?
Never.
So what keeps you in this job? What do you like about it here?
I like just the opportunities to learn. Every week, it's a chance for me to learn something new. Either from all my coworkers or from Zach or just something by myself. And so that's why I keep doing it, because I keep learning, I keep improving my life and becoming better.
Cool. So it's not about the money?
Money helps, though. Money does help.
But it is not the number one factor?
No.
Cool. Love it. Okay. Bridger.
Do not.
Bridger, sit down right here.
Sit down, Bridger.
Do not.
You're next. Let's go. This is Bridger. This guy right here, I don't know what to think of Bridger.
Yeah, my name's
I
Bridger.
think I've lost money with this guy.
He has a lot. I mean, a large amount.
He's worth it though. Just his moral support for the team, right?
That's right. Someone's got to make you guys laugh.
So introduce yourself.
My name's Bridger Robinson, and I'm 19 years old, working for Zach.
So how long have you been working for me?
About probably 9 months, 6 months.
Yeah.
Quite a while now.
So tell them about what you just did. You submitted papers, you said yesterday. What'd you do?
So I just barely submitted mission papers. So Home Slice over here is working his way up to learn the ways of what I do. So it's pretty good.
Yeah, so you submitted your papers to serve a Christian mission.
Yep.
And you have no idea where you're going.
Nope. Couple weeks we'll figure out, so we'll see.
Yep, so he could end up in some third world country, or he could end up in rural Idaho talking to potato farmers.
Yep, spud farmers.
Spud farmers.
That'd be the life.
That'd be the life. So what do you do for me?
So I'm a lead generation manager, so we text, cold call, and then I watch over these two, door knocking and cold calling as well. So it's fun stuff, you learn a lot. Zach's taught me a ton and made me mature so much, just through working for that short of time.
Yeah. So what are the things that made you interested in this job in the first place?
Just the room to grow and what I could do and build my way up into. Seeing what his company does and how successful it's made him and what it's taught him and how he's just become who he is and where you've grown to today and what you're growing into, so on.
Cool. What's your favorite part of the job?
Just the environment. It's fun. We all like to do the same thing, and it's just, I don't come here and hate being here. It's always a party.
Cool. Cool. You like the environment?
Yep.
Nice.
I love that kid.
All right, let's go talk to Braxton. Then we'll go talk to Hayden. Hayden's already embarrassed. Poor Hayden. All right, Braxton. He's already got his backpack on. He's ready to go home. It's Friday night. What's up? Can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name's Braxton Buchanan, and I've been working here for 2 months. I got here right after Jace did, and my job is pretty similar to what Jace does, if not the exact same, and I've loved it so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's been your favorite part about it?
Honestly, I think just working with everyone, I think we all get along really well, and so it just kind of what Bridger said. It's never been like I've dreaded having to go to work every day. It's just I don't hate it, and so I like what I do. I like the people I work with, so I feel really lucky and blessed.
Yeah. So what's your long-term vision? Does this fit in your long-term vision?
Honestly, when I first heard about this job, I kind of had no idea what I'd kind of be doing, and after learning and growing, and especially learning from you, I feel like this is something that I could see myself doing long-term, and hopefully I hope to grow in this company as well as grow and work my way up as anyone does, and I feel like this company has a lot of room for me to grow, and as well as others too. So
cool. So a lot of people have been, everyone else and yourself, you've said you're interested in the learning aspect, and you've learned a lot, and that's been, good for you. What kind of learning are you getting from this? What do you mean by that?
So I like how you've challenged us to read a book every month, a new book. And usually the books I read are a lot like Percy Jackson, things that you read in high school. But this is the first time that I ever read a book to help better myself. And I think after reading those books and learning just in that aspect from the books, and as well as when we sit down as a team and kind of talk about what we learned that week, you can learn from other people. And it's helped me learn, to know how I can better myself and help myself grow to have a family, because I'm only 20. And so that's something that I've always worried about, is how am I going to provide for my family. And I feel like learning here and learning to work hard has helped me realize, what's important, what I need to do to make sure that my family's taken care of in the future.
Cool. Freaking awesome. Love it. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Right. Let's go get Hayden. We're missing Miguel. He does all of my driving, all of my systems. Maybe we'll catch him on another episode and do just an exclusive with him, because he's a rock star. So let's go in here. This is my acquisition manager. He's kind of a bow hunting fanatic, as you can tell from his wall.
It's a museum in here.
Yeah, this is his Cabela's room in here.
Pretty much.
Yep. So, Hayden, will you introduce yourself?
Yeah, I am Hayden Greenwood. I do all the acquisitions and dispositions here. I've been working with Zach for, 2.5 years now?
2.5 years, yeah.
2.5 years, so it's been sweet.
Yep, he was, very first person to ever start working with me. He's done absolutely everything in this business. He's really my right hand. He really runs the day-to-day operations. Saying he's just the acquisition manager, just dispositions, is being very humble. Really, he runs my company. So yeah, he's amazing. So he's seen it all. He's done it all. Very experienced guy. So what is it that's made you? Well, let's talk about reaching out to me for the first time. What made you want to work for me and with me?
Yeah, it was just great timing. I was going to school at the University of Utah, studying marketing, and it was cool for the time. And Zach had put a little ad out on Facebook that I needed help getting interested in real estate investing, and there wasn't a degree offered at the U for investing in real estate. So I was like, yeah, I'm totally down. So I was going to school, and then just kind of started doing this. Started out just cold calling and kind of learning the marketing system with Zach. But what attracted me the most was just the idea of investing in real estate and snowballing your money and having a financial freedom and a freedom of schedule, and that's what I wanted. So it was just good timing where I was in a position, a place in my life where I didn't quite have what I wanted as far as time to do what I love and be with people that I enjoy every single day. So it's just good timing and a combination of something that I've really wanted to do but didn't quite know how to get into it.
Yeah. So what are some of like the big takeaways the last 2.5 years? Like what are some of the best things that have come from it?
Man, where to begin? I mean, one of the greatest things I think is just the ability to negotiate and solve people's problems. And I think this industry has some sort of a bias from a lot of people when you get into talks of ethics and whatnot. But what I've found is, I mean, we're really solving people's problems. And I've enjoyed to be able to meet somebody and understand their situation, understand what they're going through, and then come up with a creative solution to solve their problem and remain friends throughout the whole process and afterwards. Mm-hmm. So I think meeting with people, being able to negotiate, furthering my investing education, so to speak, has been huge. But also, I mean, just recently knowing the ins and outs of running a business and scaling a business and opening up new businesses and doing that. I mean, the education's been just incredible.
Love it. Awesome. What are some of your hopes or expectations on, I know that we've talked a lot about the long term and working together. What excites you about working here long term?
Yeah, I mean, it all comes back to the freedom. I mean, I enjoy I'm just trying to articulate my words. I mean, when I go into the workday each day, I love being able to commit myself fully and get as much done as possible during the day. I mean, striving to reach our bigger goals. But also, I mean, in the fall, when we love to be outside, being able to put systems in place in January that allow us to do whatever we want come September is what I love. It's just, it's something that fits my lifestyle really well. I love the guys I work with. It's not work at all, honestly. I love meeting people, I love negotiating, I love learning, and I love spending time with my friends, and it's just a combination of all of that. So yeah, what the future holds, I mean, obviously, phenomenal financial returns, but also, I mean, through education and just the relationships I've made, I mean, that's all just such a huge bonus on top.
Yeah. So I've told you this before, we've talked about this before, I totally believe that you are capable of doing this 100% on your own. So, other people are concerned and have fear that if they teach everything they know to someone like yourself that's capable, intelligent, and has a work ethic, that they'll go out and be a competitor. Why is it that you don't go out and do this on your own? Why are you with me still?
I really think something I learned from you and other mentors is just an abundance mindset. That, yeah, I mean, I could understand your business and steal your business and go do something, but being competitors, I think as we work together and camaraderie, I mean, you'll receive more and I'll receive more. So I really do think, I mean, joining forces and continuing to grow this, I mean, my needs will be met, surpass my expectations, but also as a business and growing a culture and everything, I mean, I think it's far more worth a few extra $1,000s each year getting deals on my own. So.
Cool. I think it has awesome content, some great gold nuggets from everybody, I think, for people listening in. So thanks for taking the time to share that stuff.
No problem. Back to work.
Cool. Right on. Follow me back to the office. I want to talk to you guys about that. All right. I want to recap just like 3 main things that was talked about by my guys that makes a huge difference in your business. If you notice, not a single person talked about how much they're making. The amount of money was, is important to take care of their needs, for sure. And I pay my guys well. But more than anything, like, it was about the environment. It was about their growth as people and their long-term potential, right? A lot of people are more focused about the emotional and, the emotional growth that comes from working in a specific environment. So there's some things that we do and things that I make a very huge priority, which is investing into my people, that I teach them what I'm learning. As I buy and pay for mentors and coaching, I teach them. I talk to them in the team meetings about what I had learned. I talk to them about the books that I'm reading. I buy books for them every month. And so they have the opportunity to grow and to learn and to be more capable and have more tools in their tool chest. And the funny thing is, if I continue to invest into myself and continue to grow, I have even more to pour into them. And for them, that is so much value that I'm continually pouring into them. The other thing is I have core values that we write out, and I only hire people that fit those core values. That way there's a relationship bond that comes because we all have some of the same values, some of the same core principles that we desire to live by. And so that's huge, so we can have that relationship and that bond in this office. The other thing is, I talked to Hayden about his ability to go out and work on his own, and he's very capable of doing so, and I've never made that a secret. For him, he truly sees the potential of working with me, working together. And he has an abundance mindset that we can both have more by working together. But that mindset can only come if you start with that mindset. Totally believe that's true. The way I work with my team, the way I compensate, everything I do is focused and based on abundance and transparency and everything. Starting off with a non-compete is not an abundance mindset. So hopefully that you guys were able to get a bunch of takeaways and a bunch of gold nuggets, and maybe you can make some adjustments to your business. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys think. If there's anything else that you have questions on, I'm here to help you guys grow your business so you can have the freedom, the lifestyle, and everything that you've dreamed of when it comes to success. If you're interested more on how to find massively discounted properties in any market across the country, because it all starts there, go to dfdmastery.com, sign up for that webinar where I go into in-depth details on how to do that, how we do it, and how you can do it yourselves. So dfdmastery.com. Make sure you like and subscribe.